Okay, get yourself ready for your restorative practice. Excuse me. So put a blanket over the top of your mat. I've got a new mat, it's very nice. So get a blanket over the top of that just to give you a little bit of extra cushioning and comfort and warmth. Have a folded blanket for underneath your head. Have a bolster underneath your knees, and then a couple of blocks for underneath your feet. Cover yourself up with a blanket if you feel like you might be cold, and if you can cover your eyes, then do that as well. So use a yoga eye pillow if you've got one, or just put a flannel over your eyes just to block the light out. So just allow yourself to gently release into the floor. Just observe that really lovely first couple of moments where you just let go of any tension you've been carrying around with you all day. Let go of the muscles of the legs and the arms. Just allowing yourself to become heavy on the floor, just observing where your body makes contact with the ground. Listen to the sound of your breath as it enters and as it exits. Just focusing on long, slow, deep, deliberate inhalations and exhalations. And then just allow yourself to completely release into the ground. Just observe how your body reacts to the ground. Just allowing your body to release, just adjust if you need extra comfort, and just observe how your body connects to the ground, how the bolster and the blocks and the blanket and the eye pillow create a good environment in which to relax. Focus on taking deep inhalations, filling the lungs from the bottom to the top, and emptying your lungs from the top to the bottom. Draw your attention into the soles of your feet. And then consciously relax the soles of your feet, allowing the muscles to expand without effort. Draw your attention into the tops of your feet. And then consciously relax the tops of the feet, letting the muscles and the skin and the bones completely relax. Draw your attention into your shins. Consciously relax the shins, softening the muscle and the bone and skin. Relax the shins, releasing them into the backs of the calves. And draw your attention into your upper thighs. Draw your attention into your thighs. And then consciously relax the muscles, relax the bone, allowing the fronts of the thighs to sink into the backs of the thighs. fronts of the thighs to relax and sink into the backs of the thighs. So the legs feel completely relaxed. Relaxing the thighs, relaxing the shins, relaxing the feet, so that the legs just release into the ground. Draw your attention into the abdomen and the lower ribs and the torso, all the way up into the top of the rib cage. Allow the muscles around the chest and the abdomen to completely let go. Just relaxing the chest and the abdomen, the side ribs. Just drawing your focus into your shoulders and the upper arm and lower arm. Drawing your attention into your shoulders and your upper arms and your forearms and your fingertips. Just letting everything release into the floor. And then softly release your arms, and your forearms and the palms facing upwards. Just allowing the body to completely let go into the pose. Relaxing the arms, the upper arms and the forearms, resting the backs of the hands on the floor, resting on the middle knuckle of the hand. Completely releasing your arms and your torso and your legs into the floor. Just observe how that sensation of lightness radiates out from the bones. Draw your focus into your neck and up into your skull. Focusing on bringing that same relaxation energy up into the head. Softening around the face and around the neck and around the jaw. Just luxuriating in the just gentleness of the pose, but feeling how your energy radiates out from the bones and into the muscles. And when you're ready, just gently wriggle your toes, wriggle your fingers, and then bend your knees, bring your feet onto the bolster. Just have the feet apart, the knees together, just resting your back into the floor. And then gently roll onto your side. Just stay down for a breath or two. And then stretch out the top leg, come back up into a seated position. And then sit yourself in cross legs for a moment. Just observe how your energy has changed. Feeling of lightness from the inside. Okay, we're going to do a couple of shoulder stretches. So if you've got one of these oblong bolsters, then use that because that's about the right size. The tubular bolster is usually a little bit too chunky for this. So an oblong bolster is good. If you haven't got an oblong bolster, then just get your blanket and fold it up again so that it's this kind of it's really thick and quite small. And then you're going to put that in your armpit chest, and that should be enough for to lift the armpit chest. You'll need a block for your head. So you're going to sit on your side and then you lengthen out along the bolster. The bolster is going to go in the armpit chest. You bring the shoulder down onto the floor and then rest your head on the block. And then just stay there for a moment or two. Just make sure that you feel comfortable in that armpit chest. Just adjust if you need to. And then stretch the top arm over the ear. Let it rest down on the floor. So just allowing the body to rest into the floor. So as you know, once we're out of our initial relaxation posture at the beginning, I'll speak less and less. So you're not feeling that you have to listen. You can just use this time to regenerate your energy and completely relax. Just completely let go of any physical action and allow the body to completely release into the floor. And then just bring that top arm just to rest on the hip. Push the bottom elbow into the floor. Just bring yourself up into cross legs. Just observe your energy. Maybe it feels a little uneven, so we'll do the other side. But perhaps your energy feels lighter. So let's go over to the other side. So sit on the other hip. Again, lengthen out along the bolster, having the bolster in the armpit chest. As you just come down, just bend, keeping your knees bent, keeping the arm that's on the floor just in a little right angle shape. And then just stretch the upper arm over your ear. And then just release that top arm just to rest on your hip. Push the bottom elbow down into the floor and then just come back into seated position. Just observing how your energy feels as though it has elongated the spine, giving you good positive energy on both sides. Just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, just observing the breath. Okay, and then just sit back on your heels. We're going to do the supported child's pose. So you might want to have, so you could say you have a bolster between your knees or a bunch of cushions between your knees, but you want them to be quite high. So if you've got 2 bolsters, give yourself some good height. If you haven't, then just gather as many cushions together as you can. So, and then sit with the bolster between your knees, and then you're just going to lift your chest, lengthen your abdomen towards the diaphragm, towards the collarbone, towards the chin, and then lengthen. Just relax into the lift. So rest your head on one side and allow your arms to just hang down to the floor. So maybe your elbows don't reach the floor if you're high enough. If your elbows do reach the floor, have them wider apart than normal, just so that you don't feel that you are supporting your weight with your arms. You're just letting the bolster bear your weight. So rest your head on one side, and then as we stay in the pose, just alternate which side of your face you rest your head on, so that you give your neck an equal stretch. Just consciously letting go of the muscles of the arms and the legs. Just allowing the body to become light. So don't forget to swap the position of your head, just to stretch out your neck evenly on both sides. Just swap in the position of your head. If you haven't done. Just swap in the head again, just for the last minute or two. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders, just sit yourself back up on your heels. And again, just observe the lightness of your energy. And then we're going to finish off with the restorative surfboard pose. So if you've got something that you can put underneath your shins, just a little mini bolster or a rolled up blanket, just put that underneath your shins just to let your legs relax. And then you'll need your bolster, and then you lay it across the front of your bolster. So I prefer the softer oblong bolster for this. And then a block for your head. You can put the blanket on top of your block just to give you a little more height. Just make sure that your chin is free of the bolster, and then just allow your arms to rest into the floor. Just arms over the head a little, just resting on the floor, and then allow the body to just completely relax. Just completely relaxing into the bolster, just feeling how the shoulders and the back of the neck just stretch out, just completely passively. Letting go of the muscles of the arms and the legs and the chest and the head, And allow yourself to just relax into the floor. Okay, when you're ready, just bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Just push yourself up into a seated position, just sitting back on your heels for a moment, just observing the transformative effect on your energy, that lightness of energy that you've released through these gentle restorative poses. Just sit yourself in cross legs on your bolster. Just bring your hands into Namaste, lift the chest upwards, draw your breath in through your nose down into the abdomen. Be conscious of the energy that you have released through your practice this afternoon, that good, positive, healthy flow of clean energy that the relaxation poses bring to the body and the mind. And then draw your chin down to meet your chest. Just acknowledge the positive energy you have created inside. And send some of that positive energy out into the world. And then gently release the backs of your hands down toward your knees. Bring the tip of the index finger and the thumb together, lengthening the other fingers away from the palms of the hands. Just a gesture of peacefulness and wisdom. And then as you raise your head, allow your eyes to softly open and the focus to softly come back. Thank you very much. Thank you. So hopefully you feel as though you've really lifted your energy, given yourself a good grounding after your day, so that you can just relax this evening, and you should be able to sleep really well after that as well. So thank you very much for joining me.